Who are some pioneering saxophonists in free jazz? If you are curious about the saxophonists who pushed the boundaries of jazz and created the free jazz movement, you are in the right place. Let us explore the lives and contributions of these innovative musicians. One of the most influential figures in free jazz is Ornette Coleman. Born in 1930, Coleman was a Texan alto saxophonist who revolutionized jazz with his unique improvisational style. In 1959, he arrived at New York's five-spot venue with a plastic saxophone and introduced a radical new sound that rejected traditional notions of melody, harmony, and structure. This was the birth of free jazz, a genre characterized by its lack of fixed structures and emphasis on pure improvisation. Another key figure is John Coltrane, although he is often associated with other jazz genres as well. Coltrane's later work, particularly his album Ascension in 1965, showed his appreciation for the free jazz movement. He expanded his quartet to include 6 horn players, creating a dense and experimental sound that aligned with the free jazz ethos. Albert Ayler is another pioneering saxophonist in free jazz. Known for his raw, primal sound on the tenor saxophone, Ayler's music was highly spiritual and expressive. He was mentored by John Coltrane and later influenced Coltrane's own work. Ayler's music was often described as otherworldly and honking, setting him apart from other saxophonists of his time. Pharaoh Sanders, a tenor saxophonist, also played a significant role in the free jazz movement. He was part of John Coltrane's ensemble and appeared on Coltrane's Ascension album. Sanders' own style was deeply influenced by African cultures and traditions, and he continued the avant-garde tradition well into the 21st century. Archie Shepp is another notable saxophonist who contributed to the free jazz scene. He burst onto the scene in the 1960s with appearances in bands led by Cecil Taylor and John Coltrane. Shepp's music was influenced by various African cultures, and he was also involved in the civil rights struggle, expressing his activism through music, poetry, and spoken word. These saxophonists, along with others like Cecil Taylor and Sun Ra, who though not exclusively saxophonists, contributed significantly to the free jazz movement, paved the way for future generations of jazz musicians to experiment and innovate. Their work continues to inspire and influence jazz today, showing the enduring impact of their pioneering efforts.